Hey everybody, we're here today with another version of Working for You, and we're here today with AJ Schnell Woodworks. We're really excited to be here because this is a great way to showcase what a true small business looks like. Where are we?
We are in my garage attached to my house.
Right.
So it doesn't get much smaller than this.
But that's where a lot of small businesses start. So tell us, how long have you been doing this?
Business-wise, we've been open for 4 years. But as far as making things, I've been making things my whole life.
Why do you like wood as your medium?
Growing up, both my grandparents worked in wood factories, and it was just kind of natural. It was just always there.
So what are we going to be doing today?
We're going to be making some boxes. Some nice memory boxes.
Excellent. So the idea is to make a box and keep all of our digits.
Oh yes, we don't want to lose any digits. That's priority one. Safety in the shop is always priority
That's
one.
right. That's right. Okay.
So we're going to start with our rough lumber, and we're going to take it down. What's called dimensionalize it. So we're going to bring it into 2 parallel faces and 2 parallel sides and square corners.
Okay.
So that's where we're going to start. And we're going to start at the joiner, which will give us a flat face and a flat side.
So this box is going to have a Dr. Seuss quote on it. Someone had a quote from their grandparents or a parent or a family member that they wanted to put in a box. That's something that you could do.
We could do it for them, and we could even do it in their handwriting if they have something written out.
Oh, that's so neat.
So, yeah. So the way this works is the cutter head's here. This will spin really fast. Always keep your hands away. We have blocks. The idea is that we're going to put pressure here and just kind of slide it through. You good? Are you ready?
I'm good.
You ready to rock and roll?
Yeah.
All right. So we'll mark this. Because if you look, you can see you cut here and you cut here and a little bit here. And so our whole idea is to get everything cut. No gaps. You got a nice 90-degree corner.
Nice.
Nicely done.
Okay.
Now we'll take it to thickness. So we're going to take it to the planer. What we'll do is you'll stand on one side and you can push it through, and I'll take it, and I'll the other side, and I'll hand it over to you. This works out well. You usually have to run all the way around. So now we have parallel faces.
Yeah. It's amazing as we're doing this, you can feel it getting thinner and thinner. I mean, it's kind of interesting.
It doesn't mess around. It'll really get rid of that material quickly.
Yeah. And it smells so good. I mean, and it brings out so much more of that red color as it gets planed down.
Yeah, that rough sawn look on that edge, you can see it's really, really dark, and then it'll definitely bring it out. Next, we'll take it to the table saw. What we're going to do is we're just going to run the blade and cut that side off. As an example, we're going to kind of push through. We'll have 2 of these, and then we're going to remove a hand so we're not reaching out here. 2 and 3 will also wrap around.
Oh, that's nice. Look at that really nice kind of blonde streak that runs right through there. That's gorgeous. So this is a box that you've prepared, so then we can kind of continue with the process. But this one looks different. So what is this?
Yeah, so this one had some natural voids in the wood where there was bug damage. This was a knot that had rotted away. And then there's some little speckles of bug damage. So rather than throw this board away or put it in the fire, we try and salvage and use as much of the tree as we can. Kind of do a dry run before we start putting glue or everything together and how it's going to get clamped up, and then we'll take it all apart and then put it back together with the glue on it.
Hazard of the job.
Glue, yep. Yep, I track dust everywhere. I'm like Pigpen. Dries for about half an hour to 45 minutes, and after that, the box will come out of the clamps, and we will take it off over to the table saw and measure out how high our box lid wants to be, and we'll just slide it through, slide the box through the table saw this way, turn it, slide it through, and slide it through to cut the top off of it, and then you can add some hinges and whatnot to it. Add magnets and a pull, some hinges.
And there you have a box.
And then you have a box.
That's awesome. So we were talking about the fact that you actually have a business in your home. You are truly a home-based business.
My garage door is about 4 steps that way. Yes.
So to you, what does it mean to be a home-based business as part of the Zionsville Chamber?
So being part of the chamber is something that I take very seriously. I am a very proud member of the chamber. I work within that community also. I also live and work in that community.
And it's important whenever we were talking about shopping and supporting local business to realize that whenever we spend $1 with a small business, how important that dollar really is to that small business owner. That's going to...
Very much so. And on top of that, that dollar stays here in town too. So you spend that $1 in town and the dollar stays in town and is probably spent back in another small business.
Right. So economic development for the Zionsville Chamber, it can look like bringing large businesses into town, but it can also be the grassroots effort to make sure that small businesses are feeling supported. So whenever we have someone who wants to open a physical location somewhere, we have that fostered community of small businesses that feel like they're ready to make that next step. So that means that that growth is coming from within our chamber already, from our home-based businesses.
Yes, and that's a big deal to us, because that would love to be that our end goal is to have a little shop on Main Street. But building our reputation and our business in this community is a big deal, and the chamber really helps with that.
So thank you for joining us today. Thank you for having us.
Thanks for coming.
This is a great place. And if you need something that's custom done and really unique, make sure that you check out AJ Schnell Woodworks and see what they can do for you, whether it's a memory box, whether it's a table, whether it's a bench, something
you haven't even thought of yet.
Yeah.
So.
Exactly. So we'd love to have you be a patron of this small business and all of the small businesses that represent our membership.